A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In this video, we will describe the martyrdom of Hazrat Sayyidina Hussain Raziyallahu Ta'ala to our viewers in a very brief way. Dear fellows, after the death of Hazrat Amir Muawiyah in 60 Hijri, when Yazid took over the power or kingdom, he started to send his messengers to the surrounding countries for taking the oath of his loyalty. His one messenger also appeared in front of Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziyallahu Ta'ala for taking the oath of loyalty. But Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziyallahu Ta'ala rejected to accept Yazid's oath of loyalty because Yazid's snobbish and tyrant's acts. When Yazid came to know about it, he became furious. Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala knew already on the rejection of this loyalty, Yazid would become his and his family enemy. But Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala didn't care for his life and stood for his rejection in a very strong way. He took decisions to sacrifice his life for the supremacy and the survival of Islam. Dear fellows, if Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala accepted Yazid's loyalty, you know what happened. Today, there wouldn't be any followers of Islam and the map of Islam would be perished very badly. When Yazid was confirmed with the intention of Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala, he adopted different ways to call Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala in Kufa. He sent many messages by letters because he wanted to call Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala in Kufa at any rate. He used to, the Kufians, the people of Kufa, they used to call Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala in Kufa in the time of Hazrat Amir Muawiyah as well. But Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala always refused to come. But now the time had changed. There was no Hazrat Amir Muawiyah. The Kufians unitedly sent letters to Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala and requested him to come. The numbers of letters were sent approximately, dear fellows, approximately above than 150 letters were sent to Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala. The Kufians made sure Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala that they would stand shoulder to shoulder with him and they would not also accept the oath of Yazid's loyalty. They also gave trust that they would sacrifice their lives as well. Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala already knew the disloyalty of Kufians, but he, for confirmation, sent Muslim bin Aqil Rasulullah Ta'ala as his messenger. Dear fellows, do you know that what happened? On the arrival of Hazrat Aqil bin Muslim Rasulullah Ta'ala, a very large majority presented their loyalty for Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala. When Muslim bin Aqil Rasulullah Ta'ala viewed all this, when Muslim bin Aqil Rasulullah Ta'ala assumed all these things, he lettered Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala to come Kufa with his family because a lot of people were ready to stand by with Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala. But after some days, the scenario was totally changed. The scenario was completely changed. Yazid, in fact, what happened there? Yazid threatened the Kufians to kill them. They could not bear the pressure and broke the companionship with Muslim bin Aqil Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu. bin Muslim bin Aqil came to know, Muslim bin Aqil Rasulullah Ta'ala came to know the disloyalty of Kufians. But it was very late because he had written to Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala to come. On the other side, at 3 Zilhaj, Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala set for Kufa from Makkah. At first Muharram, he stepped in Karbala. Karbala is the place where Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala embraced martyrdom. So, from first Muharram, Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala started to face a lot of problems. So the days were spent like this. At the 10th Muharram, the battle started. So the companions of Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziallahu Ta'ala they were ready to go in the battlefield. Dear fellows, at 10th Muharram, Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziallahu Ta'ala offered his Fajr prayer and got ready to go in the battlefield. His companions, his followers, his companions also took the permission to go in the battlefield. So one by one, the companions of Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala started to go in the battlefield. Dear fellows, at that time, their fellows fought very bravely and killed a lot of Yazid soldiers. So at that time, Hazrat Imam Hussain Rasulullah Ta'ala had lost his all companions. He had lost his sons. He had lost Ali Akbar. He had lost Ali Asghar Rasulullah Ta'ala, and he had lost Hazrat Abbas Rasulullah Ta'ala. So at that time, before the prayer of Asr, there was no left. Hazrat Zainul Abdin Rasulullah Ta'ala was only the son of Hazrat Imam Hussain who was left there. That time, in fact, he was seriously ill. He took permission to go to the battlefield from Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziallahu Ta'ala. He also wanted to go to the battlefield in spite of his sickness. But Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziallahu Ta'ala didn't give his permission and said, "Listen, son, Yazid soldiers would certainly martyr me as well, because they had martyred my all companions, brothers and sons. If you would be also martyred, there wouldn't be anyone to preach Islam and for the continuity of our generation." So at this, Hazrat Zain Raziallahu Ta'ala stopped to go battlefield. Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziallahu Ta'ala appeared in the battlefield and addressed the Yazid's and Yazid's soldiers. Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziallahu Ta'ala said, "O people, have fear of Allah, because everything is in Allah's hand to give and take life. If you believe in Allah and had embraced Islam of my maternal father, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, remember there would be justice on the day of judgment, and there would be accountability for everyone. Certainly, my parents would demand the revenge of my martyrdom and companions. If you are going for just kingdom or for power, then give me a chance to go back from here. I assure you that I would not go to the Arab. But if you just want my bloodshed, then certainly I am agree with Allah's will, and I am contented with this." It moved many hearts of Yazid soldiers. But when Shimmer, a very liar, decisive, and hellion man, looked all this. He said to Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu, don't turn the point, just accept the oath of Yazid's loyalty. At this, Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu came to know that there wouldn't be any use of saying anything. So he said, I am ready for fighting. Send anyone for duel. One of a very powerful men came forward and attacked Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. But Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu cut his head in blinking of eyes. A wave of dread and horror swept in the Yazid's army. They decided not to have duels. So they started to throw arrows on Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So in this way, Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu became very injured and fell from his horse. Shimmer, the hellion liar, he came forward and cut the head of Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. After that, after the martyrdom, and after that, the family members and cut heads of Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu were sent to Damishq to Yazid. He put the family members of Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu some days as prisoners and sent back to Makkah. So fellows, in this way, Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu sacrificed his and his companions and family members' lives for the supremacy of Islam and for the survival of Islam. So dear fellows, it was the incident which is the basic need, which is the basic survival of Islam. So take care. Allah Hafiz.